Yeah, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Harshita, and I will be the Sergeant at Arms for the today's meeting. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the 80th meeting of the SoundBytes Toastmaster Club. Hope you all are as strong as a horse. Now, before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules which we will follow in our Toastmasters meeting. First one, please put yourself mute if you're not actively speaking. Please turn off your video if you're stepping out of the meeting. And the third one, please be cautious if you're talking about sex, religion, or politics. And as new members out there, I would like to give clear picture of the mission of the Toastmasters. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide mutual supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and their leadership skills. And thereby the feedback for each speech also helps every individual to improve their communication skills effectively in the further presentations. Now coming to today's theme, that is summer holidays, which everyone of us like very much. According to me, summer holidays are like full of the joys of spring. Though the sun is blistering, we can have good time with our family and friends. And summer holidays gives us opportunity to learn new skills. I would like to welcome the presiding officer now, who will create a positive vibes with her presence. Her vision is always focused and larger than life. The team under her guidance and leadership is always happy and strong, who is none other than Bhargavi. Welcome, Bhargavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harshita, for those kind words. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the 80th session of SoundBytes Toastmaster Club. I'm attending these sessions for, I think after a long time, so it feels great. So carrying on with the session, I have a couple of updates to share before we get started on our club. So firstly, it gives me immense pleasure to announce that Toastmaster Sairam has secured second place in the international speech contest at the area level. So it's a proud moment for our club. A big round of applause for that. So he will now participate at the district level international speech contest. So the dates are yet to be announced. So let's wish him all the best for that. So we will share the dates and the details soon. Would love to see you all attend the event and cheer Sairam. So it's going to be a virtual event. So I'm sure most of us can make it for that. Secondly, it is the membership renewal time in Toastmasters. So very happy to announce that most of our members have decided to continue. And we have 4 new members added. So let's officially welcome these 4 new Toastmasters on board. So we have Toastmaster Aishwarya, Toastmaster Vikash, Toastmaster Pritesh, and Toastmaster Ekta. Welcome again. So looking forward to see you all grow with us in the club. And it's great to see most of you in the session today. So, and you guys have taken up a role too. So good to see that. And coming to the theme of today's session, summer holidays. These 2 words bring so much joy now as well as back in the childhood, right? It makes you feel nostalgic, bringing back so many good memories from childhood. It definitely means a lot of different things to different people. But for me, summer holidays was like mostly going to my grandma's house, catching up and playing a lot with my cousins and going on vacations with family. I may not call it vacation, probably pilgrimage, just visiting temples. And yeah, the probably only tourist place I remember going to was Ooty. That apart, one thing that I would look forward to for vacation was waking up late in the morning, no homework, enjoying watching TV, just playing Mario or Road Rash on TV games. So that was the only time that I would get these new games from my parents. So it was more like a tradition that every summer holiday I would get a new game or a puzzle. So I would look forward to that. And it feels great seeing my 7-year-old experience the same excitement. Though a lot has changed on how summer holidays are spent now and then. I guess the essence is the same, only the ambience has changed. With that, I mark this session started, and I'll welcome our TM Moody of the day. For her, summer holidays always remain the best and special part of her life, as she would visit her maternal grandparents and spend time with them. Please welcome Toastmaster Shraddha, our Toastmaster of the day.
So, good afternoon to all the fellow Toastmasters. So, it's a summer time, so I hope everyone is enjoying their summer days, because a little bit of summer is what the whole year is all about. So, as summer has started, so today's our session theme is summer holidays. So, summer vacation is a sweet encouragement for your hard work with deep love. So first thing that comes into my mind whenever we say summer holidays is like our childhood days. That there is a saying that special part of your childhood days is always a summer vacation. So yeah, so happy summer holidays to everyone. So as you all know, like choosing a topic for theme for Toastmaster session is like very difficult. So you need to take care that everyone will not be bored and everyone will be indulged, and okay, they should be like, oh yes, really, they should also go back to their old days. So same thing happened with me. I was thinking what theme to pick up. Then suddenly I got a, not suddenly, I can say it coincidentally, I got a call from one of my old friend, and he was like, where are you? You know how we used to spend our childhood days. We used to do that. We used to do this. So that remembered me of my childhood summer holidays. So one thing strikes into my mind after that. Why not to take everyone on a same tour? So yeah, uh, summer holidays always remains a special part of my life. As Bhargavi told, it is not just a school se chutti for me. It is like visiting my grandparents, staying with my cousins, and enjoying like 2 months are like so fun filled. And how can I forget the best part, that is mangoes? So yeah, summer holidays is equal to mangoes. Breakfast you have mangoes, afternoon you have mangoes. So basically whole day we will be having mangoes. So I'm sure everyone has good memories of their childhood summer holidays. So as we proceed further, be ready with your summer holidays memory to share with me. I'm very eager to know everyone's summer holidays and take you back to your childhood days. Coming back to the session, we will be having three segments in the meeting. So first one is the better speaking segment, where each speaker will deliver their prepared speeches. And second segment is the better thinking, wherein the members or guests can participate in a table topic session and show their impromptu speaking skills. And third segment is a better listening skills, wherein our evaluators and tag team will be providing their feedback for all the speakers in first two segments. So before we start our first segment, I would like to call the general evaluator of the day, who is Toastmaster since 3 years, and she loves to sketch and go on hikes and trek. Please welcome our Toastmaster Bhargavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha. So my role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the meeting in general. To do that, I have an able team to help me out with the evaluations. So first I have a tag team consisting of a timer, a counter, and grammarian. So our timer today is Toastmaster Vikash. So his memories of summer holidays are those when all the cousins used to get together in their village and used to play Ludo and cricket. And another thing that they would do was guarding their mango farm and stealing mangoes from others' farm. So let's welcome Toastmaster Vishal. Can you please explain the timer rules?
Hello, fellow Toastmaster. I'm Vikas and I'm acting as a timer for today's session. As a timer, I will monitor timing during the prepared speech, table topics, and evaluation. At the end, I will report the time of each participants, and this will help you to monitor that you have finished your speech in a allotted time. So the timing rules are as for the prepared speech, the allotted time is 5 to 7 minutes and plus minus 30 seconds are allowed. And at 5 minutes, I will change my background to green color. At 6 minutes, I will change my background to yellow color. And at 7 minutes, I will change my background to red color till the speaker continues. And for the evaluation, the allotted time is 2 to 3 minutes plus minus 30 seconds are allowed. At 2 minutes, I will change my background to green. At 2.5 minutes, I will change my background to yellow. And at 3 minutes, I will change my background to red till the speaker continue. And for the table topics, we have allotted 1 to 2 minutes. Minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes. And at 1 minute, I will change my background to green color. At 1.5 minutes, I will change my background to yellow color. And at 2 minutes, I will change my background to red color till the speaker continue. So these are the rules for timings, and I request to all the participants, please ping my screen so that you can track the time when I will change my background. So that's all about the rules of timings.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikash. So the R counter for today's session is Toastmaster Pritesh. So he used to play computer games, eat lot of mangoes, and ride bicycle in his summer holidays. So let's welcome Toastmaster Pritesh. Can you please briefly explain your role?
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. So today I have taken the role of R counter. So as a R counter, I'll keep a track of all the inappropriate injections such as and, but, so, and some repetitive words which are inappropriate during your speeches. Apart from that, I'll keep a record of all the inappropriate sounds such as etc. So, and after the evaluation, after the meeting, I'll submit the whole complete report to the general evaluator. So thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pritesh. So our next role taker is the grammarian. According to her, she's a small person with a big personality, someone as exuberant as summer, as enthusiastic as Holi, and as approachable as the shelter of a flyover during an unseasonal rain. Wow, what a way to describe one. Toastmaster Aishwarya, can you please briefly explain your role and introduce the word of the day?
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhargavi. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm going to be playing the role of grammarian today. And as a grammarian, my role is to introduce the word of the day and encourage its use by speakers, evaluators, and table topic participants. I will note who uses the word of the day or a derivative of it correctly or incorrectly. And I will listen to the usage of the word and note any awkward use or misuse of the English language, such as incomplete sentences, incorrect grammar, mispronunciations, etc. So let me introduce the word of the day. I will put it up on my screen just as quickly as I figure out how to do it myself. But while I do it, the word of the day is ephemeral, which means transient, lasting for a very short period of time, fleeting. So one way to use it would be youth is ephemeral, wisdom is everlasting, or going by the theme of this session today, summers are ephemeral, but memories are everlasting. Sorry, I thought there was a interruption. Sorry. This is an adjective, and sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to put it up on my screen.
There's a share screen option.
Right. I wanted to make it
Or
my.
you can add it in the chat box. You can probably.
I'll do that. So the word of the day is ephemeral, and I'll just put it up in the chat box, and I'll also use it as my background, so everybody has it on their screens. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aishwarya. Well, you stole my line. I was going to use that later on, but yeah, nevertheless. So we have one speech today from Toastmaster Sharath. To evaluate the same, we have someone who in her childhood would eagerly wait for summer holidays to spend more time in her family-owned shop and enjoy being one among in the business. Please welcome Toastmaster Nitya. Can you please briefly explain the objectives of the speech and the evaluation?
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. Good afternoon. Yeah, thanks, Bhargavi, for the nice introduction about myself in the summer holidays. So today, I'm going to evaluate Sharath's L1P2S2 speech. In this project, the speaker can choose to give the speech on any topic or repeat this prior speech. The speaker expected to apply the feedbacks that he received from his earlier speech and improvise in this speech or demonstrate the applied feedback in the speech. So that's all we would be, we would be expecting, Sharath to add in his speech. So all the best, Sharath. Over to you, Bhargavi. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitya. So that was the evaluation team. So we will be back with our report at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Shraddha.
Okay, so as I have already mentioned that all of you might have countless memories of your childhood summer days. And it is said that happy times come and go, but the best childhood memories stay forever. And obviously childhood memories are incomplete without summer holidays. So now I would like to hear your memories about the childhood. So who would like to voluntarily tell their memories, childhood memories?
Yes, so Sharath here. Maybe I can tell one childhood memory. So when it comes to summer vacations, that was the time we used to go to my maternal house, my mom's house. So my mom has a brother and his kids, so we were very close. So I used to look forward to summer vacation mainly to go to my maternal house and have fun with my mom's brother's kids. So that's one memory I wanted to share. Thank you, Shraddha.
Thank you, Sharath. Anyone else who want to share their childhood memory? Yes, Aishwarya.
My birthday falls during summer vacations. It's in May. And it was always a problem that I couldn't celebrate my birthday with my friends, usually because we would all have gone to our native place, to our grandparents' houses, and nobody would actually be around. So I would get to celebrate my birthday twice. Once on the last day of school, where I would go around in my color dress and give around chocolates, and once on my actual birthday in the middle of May, where I would usually be with my grandparents, and then I would have made a bunch of friends there. So I would force my grandparents to throw a party for me and have them come over. So that's one of the happiest memories that I have of summer holidays.
Yes, Aishwarya, I can understand how it feels when your birthday falls in summer holidays. And mine is especially a general holiday, so no chance of celebration. So anyone else up with their memory? Yes, Gaurav.
Yeah, hi Shraddha. So for me, it used to be a little different. I used to wait for my cousins to come to my like our place because I used to go to my maternal relatives in the winter, and most of my cousins used to come in the summer vacation to our place. So it was like 10-20 kids in a single place and playing all sort of things. And in my place, there are natural water sources. So we used to go there. We used to take bath 3-4 times there. So it was all fun.
Nice. So I would like to share one of my best childhood memories. So usually people in village prefer to sleep on terrace. So same was condition in my maternal grandparents village. So we all 5 to 10 cousins would sleep on terrace, and the best part is stargazing. Stargazing, and one more thing is like turta hua tara. I'm not getting English word for that now. So basically we were small and we didn't knew like what are the stars, like what are the formation of the star name. So we were like those three dot, we would just say, see there, Ram, Lakshman, Sita, those three dots. So we would name randomly to this star formations. So this was one of my best memory of my childhood, stargazing. Okay, so now with this, we can move to our prepared speech. So we are having an L1P2 S2 prepared speech by Toastmasters Sharad, who is from Wayanad, Kerala. He joined Toastmasters to improve his public speaking skills, and he loves traveling. When he thinks of summer holidays, the first thing that comes to his mind is beach and beer. So please welcome Sharad for his prepared speech, and his topic is unwanted to unwarranted questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shraddha, for the lovely introduction. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you for providing me this opportunity to present my L1P2 S2 speech today. And my topic for today is like how you see in some of the movies based on true events. And my topic is unwanted to unwarranted questions. Before I move forward with my topic, I'd like to mention this quote I read in relatableblogs.com. And the quote, it says that if I am presented with a stupid question, I feel obliged to answer with sarcasm. So that's the quote I wanted to mention before I start my topic. And my topic for the day is unwanted to unwarranted questions. Here, I would like to look upon 3 questions in ascending order of how notorious they are according to me. Question number 1, what are you doing here? Question number 2, when are you doing it? Question number 3, how did you do it? Moving on to the first question, what are you doing here? I'm sure many of us will be able to associate with this particular question, even though the answer is so obvious out in the world, but still people end up asking, what are you doing here? How many of you feel that you have encountered such questions repeatedly in your life? Great, I can see many hands up already. Now, I want to first say that there can be a valid situation or a scenario where this question is very valid. Just to take an example, let's say I have a friend in Gurgaon and I am in a mall in Gurgaon, and my friend sees me suddenly. He asks me, hey, what are you doing here, Sharad? That is a valid question because he seems to imply, what are you doing in Gurgaon? I know you are from Bangalore. That is valid. I'm taking an example here. A couple of weeks back, me and my wife, we went to a multiplex theater in Bangalore for a movie. And in the middle of the movie, how you have this intermission where they turn on the lights where you can get drinks or take a restroom break, etc. During that time, the lights were on during the intermission. Just behind my seat row was my friend sitting there, who is from Bangalore, who knows I am in Bangalore. He says, hey, Sharad, what are you doing here? So I answered with sarcasm. I said, I came here for a shave. Now, after a couple of weeks, again, I went to a temple in Bangalore. Again, I saw this friend there. He comes running and then he asks, hey, Sharath, what's up? What are you doing here? Does he think I'm some sort of devil or vampire that I do not have entry to temples? So again, with sarcasm, I just answered, I came here for a movie. Now, moving on to the notorious question number 2. When are you doing it? I have a huge family. So with huge family comes a lot of family functions to attend. I'm talking about back in 2010 when I completed my MBA. And after completion of my MBA, there was a gap before I landed up with my first job offer. After my MBA, there was this family function I had to attend. I went to this function. This uncle comes running to me and he says, hey, Sharath, how are you? It's been a long time. I got to know you have completed your MBA. So when are you getting a job? So I was a bit irritated, but with a lot of patience, I explained to him that, I need to find the right opportunity, the right brand. It's going to take some time. I'm giving interviews. Maybe soon I'll get some offer. I was actually hoping this uncle's behavior is going to be ephemeral, that it should not last forever. But I was wrong. Again, just a couple of weeks later, there was another family function where I went and attended. This uncle again comes running to me. And to my great irony, he asks me again the same question. This time I was slightly irritated. I told it's not like there are hundreds of jobs out there. Just 2 weeks back, you asked me the same question. I've already explained you. I'm looking for the right brand, the right company. They should like me. I should like them. There are a lot of things. Now, this uncle was slightly taken aback, but I thought he got my point. Then again, just a month later, there was another function. This uncle comes to me again, and to my great irony, asks the same question. Now, I learned my lesson. The only option now I have is to just ignore him. Later, I was happy when I got my first job offer. I got an offer from Accenture. I was about to join them. And then before joining Accenture, again, there was this family function. I went and I was attending the function. This uncle comes running. This time I was very happy. Okay, I'm prepared this time to give a wonderful answer, give a happy answer. And to my great irony, he asked the question, okay, I got to know that you got an offer. So when are you getting married? That's when I realized there are some uncles you can never satisfy throughout your life. Whatever you achieve, they'll always have the next level of question up in their sleeve to irritate you the next time. Then I decided the only option is to avoid functions altogether where such uncles can be a target audience. Now, moving on to the notorious question number 3, which I feel is the most notorious of them all. How did you do it? Again, this can be a very genuine question. Depending on the situation. Let's say your friend works in a similar field like you and you got a promotion. You're calling this friend, you're telling about promotion. He or she might ask, hey, congrats, man, how did you do it? That time you can give some genuine feedback saying what worked for you, what didn't work for you, what can help, etc. But then I have this friend who have this, how did you do it, as a standard format opener question, and he's least bothered about what my answer is. I had called this friend and he said, hey, Sharath, what's up? What's happening? So I told that I got a promotion as a manager. It's a good news. And he's like, oh, congrats, man. How did you do it? I started explaining on what worked for me. And then he immediately cuts me off. He says, I was just asking. It's okay. What else is happening? Now, I would like to give a happy news, share a happy news that's happening in my life with all of you. After 6 years of marriage, me and my wife, we are expecting our first child. Just a week back, I called this friend. He picked up. He said, hey, Sharath, what's up? What's happening? I told him that, you know what? I'm going to be a father. We are expecting a child. And then he says, congrats, Sharath. How did you do it? Thank you. That's about it. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Over to you, Shraddha. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharad. So this was a very nice speech, I can say. So starting when I heard the title of your speech, Unwanted to Unwarranted, I felt like this is something related to crime or it might be fictional. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll wait. What is that? But you have framed your speech in such a good way. You have made us laugh and you have explained the points correctly. Overall, it was a complete package, I can say. So next, the next segment is the table topic session. And table topic session will be conducted by Dinesh. So Dinesh was very eager for summer holidays in his childhood so that he could play cricket for the whole day, and he used to spend time with his area friends. So please welcome Dinesh, Toastmaster Dinesh, for table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha, for your kind introduction. Let me share my screen. Okay, before that. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmasters wants to challenge members to develop their impromptu communication skills to effectively think on their feet by answering unrehearsed questions. So table topics is specifically designed to develop the 4 essential communication skills, which is listening, thinking, organizing, and speaking. So the time for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. So as our TMOD chose summer holidays as a theme of the day, so I wanted to get some table topics related to holidays or vacation. So the theme for today's table topic session is on holidays or vacations. See, all of us have vacation memories, that we cherish. And if there's one plan that gets people on board instantaneously, is that it's a vacation plan. The fact that most of them at the last moment would eventually back out is another story altogether. It's safe to say that vacation is one topic that excites everyone, and I hope some of that excitement rubs on to our table topic sessions today. Because table topic sessions are related to holidays and vacations. So I have some interesting topics which any of you can speak for 1 to 2 minutes. So let me share my screen. And so I hope my screen is visible. Yeah, let's begin. Who would like to volunteer first?
Okay, I can go first, Dinesh.
Okay, so you can pick a color here. So based on that, we'll be redirected to that topic.
Okay, I'll pick green.
So your topic is, would you rather take one long holiday in a year or 3 short ones?
Okay. Okay. So this is a very interesting topic that I would rather take a 3 short ones, because that is a time for me. It's like I can visit 3 different places. So one holiday, one place, that is enough for our parents. So 3 holidays, we can visit 3 different places. And in that one, I would reserve that place to meet my maternal grandparents, because only one time we used to meet them in a whole year, that is like during summer holidays or any other family functions. So if I'm having 3 short ones, one I'll definitely reserve, including summer holidays. I would reserve one for definitely for my grandparents, and one I would like to spend time with my cousins, only cousins, no parents. I don't want any kind of restrictions for not to do that, not to do this, be disciplined, all those things, only cousins. And the other one is like completely friends. So I think instead of taking one long holiday and getting bored, it would be better to take 3 short holidays and enjoy all of them. So this was my perspective of taking 3 short ones. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Shraddha. That was a nice one. Yeah, I would rather prefer one big holiday. Maybe like in our childhood, we used to get 2 months summer holidays, right? So we used to spend so much time, like we had so much time to do all the things. Maybe, yeah, everyone has their own perspective. So who's going next? Any newcomers who would want to try? Okay, Aishwarya. So you can pick a color.
I take red.
Right. So your topic is, tell us a story about holiday disaster.
um, okay. So this is a few years ago, and I had to leave really early in the morning. I had to catch I think it was an 8 a.m. flight. So I had to leave the house by around 4:30 a.m. because we all live in Bangalore and we know how far the airport is. But it so happened that when I left the house and my father was dropping me to the airport, I realized in the car that I had forgotten my phone. So then I had to go back home and pick up my phone. I got back into the car. We were just a few minutes delayed. But then we realized that just on the way, the car had a puncture. One of the tires had a puncture. No worries, we have a stepney on hand and we go and we change up the tire. We realize as soon as we get into the car and go a few more meters that the stepney is punctured as well. Before my holiday even started, the journey too was such a disaster. I was so worried that I was going to be late for my flight and I was definitely going to miss it, that it is a story that I tell even today, as I am telling all of you people. That's not all. Even on the flight, I had the misfortune of sitting next to a couple of people who happened to be first-time flyers and had unfortunately eaten something rather gassy. The flight was quite painful to say the least, not just me, but for everybody around me. And some blessed soul later on sprayed a perfume that they had on hand. But long story short, even before my holiday began, it was a complete disaster just getting to the destination. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Aishwarya. That was a nice one. Yeah. So, who want to try next? Any newcomers? Okay, Harshita is interested.
Yeah, I would like to try.
So you have purple, blue, and orange.
I will try purple.
It's okay. Your topic is beach, hill station, or a world-class city. What type of a person you are and why?
Yeah, thank you for giving me this table topic. I would like to choose hill station among this beach, hill station, and world-class city. Because a world-class city, the Bangalore is similarly like a world-class city. Every day, every day of our life already covers it, the malls and everything. And beach is also like my native place is nearby beach only. It is just 15 to 20 kilometers. Since childhood, I'm fond of beach, and I got bored also. So I always try to choose hill stations because the hill stations are the place where we get a native greenery and all, and it is very pleasant place. We cannot get those places in the cities and all. And we get a good oxygen to breathe, and we will have a natural water. And sometimes in the hill stations there will be waterfalls which will serve the medical purpose also. And at the hill stations there will be some temples also covered at the hill stations. If you go, we can have the trekking and we can visit the temple. We can make a picnic kind of thing in that. We can spend with the families, and and our friends. It is a good outfit. We can have good outfits during our trekkings and all, because common outfits will not be suitable and will feel tough. And this can help a better planning for our holiday travels and all. Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harshita. So, yeah, we're left with blue and orange. I think Ekta, Abhishek, right?
Hi, good afternoon all.
Good
I
afternoon.
would select blue.
So your topic is once a year, go someplace you have never been. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I think I'm that kind of person who always tries to explore new places. So now, whenever I get a chance, I try to go and explore such places which I have not visited. So currently, I'm in Bangalore. So I have covered most of the places in southern region, from the hilly areas, from trekking to Mullyanagiri to going to Goa beaches and Pondicherry. So now, when we have completed these places, I feel going to a new place and exploring that area is a good kind of opportunity, and also it gives a new perspective, like where we are going, we come to know about the new places, new culture kind of things. So if we go, I like going to the new places and exploring that area, especially cuisine. I'm like a little bit foodie kind of person, so I try to have those kind of cuisine, meet new people there, and explore the local activities which they perform. So like last year I planned to go to Rishikesh because I didn't visited there. So when I went there, I saw the different culture of doing the aartis near the temple at the night time, to river rafting, to bungee jumping. So this, I think it is a I think it's a good opportunity. Every person, if they have already visited some place, we should try to go to some new place where we could explore more about it. And in that way, we could cover most of the places. At least if I talk about India, there are so many states and every state has its own beauty. So if we keep on exploring that, it's good for us as well, in learning perspective and in exploring perspective. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well said, Toastmaster Ekta. It was a nice one. And yeah, we're left with the last topic. Marin, like, who wants to give it a try? Anybody? Adarsh, do you want to give it a try?
Hey, yeah, Dinesh, I'll go next. I'll just spin the timer for once.
Sure. Yeah, your topic is, was there a vacation in your memory that had some unexpected twists and turns?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm just trying to find the timer.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, so my topic is, was there a memory with twists and turns in holidays? Yeah, I've had quite a few vacations which have been memorable for both good and bad ways. So yeah, I think, especially when I hear twists and turns, one incident comes to mind where we were in Thailand, and I am the kind of person who likes to get away from everything. So I also plan everything by myself. So we had planned to go on a canoeing or boating, very kind of canoe yourself by paddling. So we had taken up that. So what happened was, as we were pretty much alone in that place, exactly what I wanted. So we were paddling along, and this was like after a long time, and my wife isn't capable of paddling herself and all 100 kgs of me. So we went about with me paddling most of the time. So that was after quite about maybe 30 minutes of that. There was this huge mountain in front. These were the limestone mountains of Thailand. So we had to go around it to actually explore, because I like to explore. So what happened was, we went there and the boat actually capsized. So we both were in water, and my wife was somewhat frozen in water. And luckily we had the life vests on, but still we couldn't find the ground with our feet. And this was actually the mangroves which were around. So we somehow managed to, get back on the boat. And what happened was we somehow struggled and I got back on some of those mangroves and got hold of my wife and pulled her up and all that. And eventually there was a group of people who came around, and yeah, like you would expect, they took photos of us and they went. So then afterwards, there was another group which kind of helped us to get back on our boat, and we came around. So I think this was one of the many things that has happened to us in our vacations, which I can say, which had a lot of twists and turns. And on the way back, we were just looking at the shore the whole time, just hoping we'll make it without any more incidents. But I think when I look back at it, I think this was a pretty, I think, exhilarating. I think my wife would use some other words, but yeah, I think even now recalling after so long, I think I still find it a lot of joy. Yeah, that's from my side, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Radisys. I think everyone will have this unexpected twist in their trips. Likewise, I too had one when we had gone for a trek. Actually, like we climbed the hill and enjoyed the view, everything. While returning back, we forgot the way, and we ended up landing in the other side of the mountain. And there were a couple of members like who were following us, thinking that we were moving in the right direction. Then they were also like missed the way, and we had to again take the help from the villagers, and we had to come back to the position where we had parked our vehicles. Yeah, right. I think that's all I had from table topics perspective. Over to you, Toastmaster Shraddha. Thanks for all the participations.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. This was definitely a fun-filled session, and yeah, as it was theme related, and everyone could have related it much more, and it was like taking back to their good or bad days. So more like a good days, I can say. So I think everyone went back to their childhood days and enjoyed it. I wish childhood was not ephemeral and it was everlasting, but uh, change is the sequel of life. So change is the another name of life. So it should keep on changing. With this, uh, it was a wonderful, fun-filled session, and now it's your time. Sorry. With this, we'll get to next segment of evaluations. I would like to call Toastmaster Bhargavi to give feedbacks on the session.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha. What a wonderful session it was, with all the nice things that we could cherish about the summer holidays and the memories that came back about us enjoying those nice fun times. Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha, for that. So with this, we will start our evaluation section. I would like to call Toastmaster Nitya to provide her evaluation for Toastmaster Sharat's speech. Toastmaster Nitya.
Thanks, Bhargavi. Sorry. Congratulations, Sharat. So your speech is very funny, and each of us can connect to your speech. So all of us have experienced the questions that you have asked and the similar answers that we have given to our friends and uncles that you have portrayed in the speech. So out of all that, the topic selection that you had is really intriguing, and we all are interested to know what's really contained in the topic, right? So that that you have kept, the topic selection is very good. So so here you have structured your speech well, I would say, because you have put it in a 3 question, and each question you followed a certain pattern. That's about what is a valid situation where you can ask this, and what is an awkward situation, and what could be a sarcastic answers that you would provide. So that way it was really structured. my observation is you revealed your content in the very beginning of your speech. Probably that you could have, I mean, there is no suspense in your speech. The quote that you have chose could be kept little suspense because you mentioned that if you are prepared with a stupid question, I would reply with a sarcastic answer. So that way, so it's quite obvious your content is revealed. Probably that you could little cautious about. Always the suspense you keep, the audience are more what you say, listen, the listening mode would increase is what is my opinion. So probably that one thing that you can work upon. Also, you have used the very first minute to introduce about the speech and the topic as such. That's already done by the TMOD. Probably you can use that precious time, we would say, call that as a really precious time, that you can use it to break the silence, or what you call it. You capture the audience attention in this span. Probably that is one item to work upon. Something to challenge yourself. You have all the questions and the situations that you have provided. You can apply a different techniques. In my opinion, probably especially when you are when are you going to do, right? So there are 4 sections that you have explained. That could have been a short story. Probably in the other sections you can enacted a role of your, like you yourself as one part and your friend as one part. You could have enacted both the roles. That could have captured the audience attention rather than just explaining the situation and giving an answer. Probably that's I feel would be good. But other than that, whatever the feedback that you have got in your last session, interacting with the audience, I could see, like, in one place you asked a question and interacting with the audience, but otherwise also your speech as such was really connected. So that way also I feel it's very connected to the audience. And avoid confusing examples. Yes, this time your examples are as simple as our real I mean everyone's day-to-day scenarios, right? And the filler words, I didn't see much filler words used. Probably I leave this part to the counter. The irony is a word that's been used probably in 4 times. Though it's a right usage, I would say a similar word can be used, is my opinion. But otherwise your speech was fabulous and we all really laughing at your answers, and it just kindles our memory with the other friends and uncles. Yeah, thank you so much for the speech. Over to you, Bhargavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nithya, for the wonderful evaluation. I will probably just evaluate Sharad's speech. Right, most of it was covered by Nithya. So Nithya, you did a wonderful job with the evaluation. It was well-rounded. You covered most of the aspects of the speech, had the right improvement points. I think, yeah, you kind of, I mean, I had similar points, so I'll not touch upon them. And the sandwich method was well applied here. Very good job on that, Toastmaster Nithya. Coming to Sharad's speech, yeah, it was a very funny and relatable one. It was sprinkled with humor. I think that goes with your engaging humor pathways. So I think you're right there, Sharad. I think those annoying uncles and aunties asking questions, we've all been through that. So I can very well connect to that. Yeah, I think the audience reaction, you had one question with the audience, but like Nithya said, I think the whole content was such that I could see people nodding or laughing, right? We were all engaged with your content. So that itself shows the audience engagement. And one thing that I think Nithya, I would like to add on to what Nithya said, the starting of your opening part of the speech could have been probably even better, where you don't have to really thank for the opportunity. I mean, every second in the speech matters, right? That is your time on the stage. So that is something that you have to utilize for yourself. So, probably, rather than again repeating the title of your speech, needn't be, right? Because the Toastmaster of the day has already done that for you. So you can right away start off with your speech. And, probably, I mean, in my opinion, I thought, you could have just quoted that. You didn't have to say, I read a quote or anything, right? You could have just said that if I'm asked with a stupid question, this is all. You could have just started with a question. Probably timer, you don't have to time my evaluation. So, okay. So you could probably have asked questions like, the 3 questions that you said, right? Probably that, would have given a more impactful start to your speech. Otherwise, I think very well done on your 3rd speech in Toastmasters. Congratulations on completing your L1 P2 speech. I think the ending was bang on. I really loved the ending. That goes to you there, Sharath. Thank you. Thank you for the speech. And we will move on to the other aspects. I would like to call Toastmaster Vikash to provide his the timers report.
Yeah, sure. So our meeting has started at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And for the prepared speech, Sarath took 7 minutes and 18 seconds. And for table topics, Shraddha took 1 minute and 14 seconds. Aishwarya took 2 minutes. Archita took 1 minute and 39 seconds. Ekta took 1 minute and 42 seconds. Others took 2 minutes and 22 seconds. For the evaluation, Nitya took 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So that's the time report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikash. That was well timed. I know this was the first time for you to take a role, so welcome to Toastmasters again, and looking forward to see you in many other roles, Vikash.
Yes,
thank
sure.
We will look at the R counter and the grammarian reports maybe towards the end, so that I can also be evaluated for that. So moving on, I'll just evaluate from the start of the session. So coming to our SAA, Harshita. So you really brighten up the stage, Harshita. So it was a very sweet start to the session and you covered the theme really well. There's a lot that goes behind the session, right? Like organizing, finding the right role takers, arranging the necessary materials. So thank you, Harshita and Gaurav, for doing that so well as always. So it was all good. The meeting also started on time. There was just 1 minute delay. I think we should be okay with that. Then coming to Toastmaster of the Day, Shraddha, it was a wonderful theme from you today. So it was so relatable, right? I think I'll still make that statement that the childhood is ephemeral, but memories are forever. So you showed us that, right? So you kept it very engaging. So there was a lot of audience interaction. You have a very pleasant stage presence. So there was good structure to your content and you worked on the introduction of speakers. Is one thing. So when you introduce the speaker, the titles especially, so it goes in as speaker, title, and the speaker. So if I had to introduce Sharath, it would be Sharath, unwanted to unwarranted questions, unwanted to unwarranted questions, Sharath. So that way you're basically, informing the audience about the title that kind of sits in your head, right? So that's the usual way of introducing the title and the speaker. Otherwise, a job well done, Shraddha. It was great having you in this session. Thank you.
Thanks, Bhargavi.
And then coming to the table topics, Toastmaster Dinesh, as usual, you always come up with a very nice, relatable and easy table topic questions. So this really helps the speakers to speak more. I think all of the speakers spoke longer. And you also acknowledged each of them, after the speech, followed up with one-liners. So which shows that you were also listening to them actively. So it was good job there, Dinesh. Coming to the speakers, Toastmaster Shraddha, you chose 3 short holidays over 1 holiday, and you really explained it really well. You gave the pointers. You were so clear about what you wanted with all those 3 holidays. Good job there. Toastmaster Aishwarya, what a disastrous start to your holiday. I hope, it was very well articulated. It was a very good storytelling. It came across really well, and we really felt for you. Hope you had a good time after, that whole experience. Then Toastmaster Harshita, I think you gave us all the pointers on why a hill station is better than the others. Good job on that. It was very good as usual. Toastmaster Ekta, I think it was your first table topics, if I'm not wrong, and
Yes.
you rocked it. It was very well. You spoke really well. It was very clear and crisp. Right? I like the way you compared it to learning. So good job there, Ekta. Looking forward to see you in further sessions and participating. Toastmaster Adarsh, well, though I had listened to this experience of yours before, it really still, felt very fresh, and I was laughing. And the way you were enjoying the story and narrating the whole experience, that, made it even more nice. It was very funny. Thank you. Overall, a great table topic session. Now, I would like to call the R counter, Toastmaster Pritesh, for his report.
Toastmaster Bhargavi, let me share my screen. So is my screen visible?
Yeah.
So this is the complete report for our today's session. Aishwarya has the least use of and no repetitive words in her, followed by Gaurav.
Okay, I think that's great, Toastmaster Pritesh. Thank you for that diligent counting of hours. It really takes a lot, this shows that you're a very good listener. But one takeaway point from here is we usually are Toastmasters in order to encourage people, right? So we won't probably mention the exact numbers. Like you said, Bhargavi took 33. It would probably, kind of make me feel, like I'm saying, so many times. So I probably will not come back next time to speak. So the way probably we could put here is, have these numbers mentioned, like something that was below 5, you can mention the name. Someone who took more than 5 or 10 hours or arms, you can just mention that without really giving out the number, and ask them to improve on that. That probably would, help. And since this was your first time, I'm sure you didn't have this earlier guideline on this report, but I think that is how we go ahead.
Take care of that.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Pritesh. Maybe you can start. Okay, moving on. Can we have Toastmaster Aishwarya for the grammarian report?
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhargavi. It was such a wonderful session, and I really enjoyed every moment of it. I was paying very close attention to how everybody spoke, and I have to say that I did not find too many incorrect usage of many words or problematic phrases. Not much at all. So I think everybody should just give everyone themselves a big round of applause. There were 2 uses, or 3 if I count Bhargavi's use of Toastmaster Bhargavi's use of the word ephemeral, which was the word of the day. So congratulations. This was by Sharat during his speech and Shraddha while she was introducing. Now, there are a couple of points that I would like to mention. This is something I find very commonly, and English is a very confusing language, so it's a very common and understandable mistake. What I see is the usage of the word didn't followed by the past tense of the verb. So something that came up today was didn't knew or didn't visited. This is a very common mistake. And didn't already means did not. So the word is already in the past tense. And according to the rules of English grammar, if something is already in the past tense, the verb that follows immediately after that should not be in past tense, rather in the present tense form. So it would be didn't know or didn't visit, rather than didn't knew or didn't visit it. This is just something that I want to point out to everybody. The second was I think there's been a little bit of discussion about the use of the word irony in Sharat's speech. Irony itself means a funny but opposite. The usage of the word irony would signify the opposite of what you're actually portraying it to be, right? So I think I think Nitya mentioned that it was used a few times. And I think there was one correct usage of the word, which was towards the end, where you said the irony of your situation was such that even when you got a job, your uncle came and asked you about it. The other usages were not as correct. And I think what you wanted to probably say was that you were irritated. So it was irritation that somebody came and kept asking you unnecessary and unwanted questions. But I don't think irony would be the right word for that particular situation. So this is all I had to point out. And I think we should all once again pat ourselves on the back, because we all did a wonderful job with grammar and I didn't find any major issues. So congratulations. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. I was enjoying that whole report that I forgot. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the evaluation section. So back to you, Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, Bhargavi. So indeed, this was a very interactive session, I can say. So now it's time for us to vote for the best speaker, evaluator, role player, and a table topic speaker of the session. So I would request Harshita to please share the links.
Yes, I will share the feedback and voting links over chat in the Zoom. Yes, sir. I have shared the links. Toastmasters, please give the voting and feedback in this link.
If anyone facing issue while accessing the link, please let us know. And this feedback link will be shared over email also after this meeting. So you can take your own time and provide the feedback later also.
I'm able to see 11 responses for this voting.
I think all the new guys left already, right?
Yeah.
Maybe should have that Q&A or whatever introduction of guests maybe before the table topics next.
Yeah. I think during table topic, our count was 15.
I think as soon as we said any new person, I think they just started going out one by one.
Yeah, I think all the votes are done. Whoever available now.
Yeah, just give me some time. I will create the slides for that. Bhargavi, I'm sharing the result with you over team chat. Please let me know once you receive it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have shared. Hello, Bhargavi?
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Yeah, okay.
Give me a minute. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible.
So yeah, the best role player award goes to Shraddha. Congratulations, Shraddha. So we have a tie for the table topic speech. So Aishwarya, best table topic speaker, 1. And Ekta for, again, the best table topic speaker. Congratulations, Aishwarya and Ekta. And the best speaker goes to Sharath. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Nitya. Congratulations, Sharath and Nitya.
Mine was lot of suspense.
How did you do it? All right. So with this, it's time to end the session. It was a great session, guys. It was all fun. Thanks to all of you. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thanks all. Bye.
Thank you.